So Andrea, some aspects of our retirement are completely out of our control, such as inflation and healthcare costs, which we've spoken about in other videos. But today we're going to talk about the impact of inflation and your spending in retirement. It's very important that you understand that unique relationship. So today we're going to cover that in our short educational video. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And the reason that we make these educational videos is to help to make the difficult and stressful process of retirement income planning simple.
Absolutely, Andrea. And we do this by utilizing our team of expert advisors ranging from certified financial planners, certified financial analysts, estate attorneys, insurance advisors, and other needed professionals to help us build a written retirement plan, so that our clients may know when, where, and how to pull money from their retirement savings.
For the best retirement income planning advice, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos.
So Andrew, when it comes to your retirement savings, the easy part about that is accumulating enough money. That's never the hardest part about retirement savings. The hardest part, in my opinion, when it comes to your retirement lifestyle is the spending factor. How are you going to decumulate your income in retirement? Because it's very important. And a lot of people fail at this aspect of retirement. So we want to talk about some things that can actually trip you up during your retirement that you may not be aware of, and that may not be so, I would say, obvious to you. And that one thing, and we've spoken about it before, Andrew, is inflation. It's what I call that nice little gem that's just waiting to eat at your retirement. And it's important that you understand not only inflation, but your spending patterns in relationship with that. So before we dive into all of this good information, what we want to do is share with you our 2 rules for retirement income planning. And everyone should know what they are by now. But what are those 2 rules, Andrea?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money. And rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
Great. So let's go ahead and talk about inflation and your spending in retirement. So when it comes to retirement living, there is nothing more devastating to your portfolio than inflation. And understanding how to spend your money in retirement in relationship to inflation is going to be key. So when it comes to inflation, it's very important to understand what that means. Inflation occurs when there is a general increase in the price of goods and services. When price level rises, each dollar buys less and erodes the purchasing power of your money. So if we look over at our chart here, if we take a look at a 50-year period, take a look at what happens on these few items that we're going to spend a lot of our money on over time, from 1968 to 2018. You can see that a new house in 1968 was $14,950. And in 2018, the same price of a new house will cost you a little over $302,000. That's a 1,923% increase. Look at the cost of gas. In 1968, get a gallon of gas for about 34 cents. Fast forward to about 2018 and to today, about $2.25 is what the average cost of gas is going to be. That's a 562% increase. When it comes to new car, in 1968, wow, the good old days, right? $2,822 would have that new car would have cost you. And you fast forward to today, that new car is going to cost you on average about $35,742. That's a 1,167% increase. Now let's take a look at income. The average household annual income in 1968 was about $7,850. And of course, income has risen since then to $61,372 on average. But that's only a 682% increase. So this is the issue. Our income is not keeping up with the price of the major goods that we are actually spending that income on. So let's talk about what we need to do here. It's important for you to understand how your spending will compare to the average American. So some aspects of our retirement are beyond our control, such as inflation and healthcare costs. We mentioned that. And some are in our control. If you're taking a look at this chart here, we can see that we spend most of our money on these top 3 items. Housing at 33% transportation at 16%, and then food at 13%. So when we're looking at a retirement income plan, it is very important that the first step that we're going to have to look at is to make sure that we're going to understand our spending patterns and identify what you're spending your money on. So we can actually adjust some of the costs of our food, maybe eating out less. Maybe we have to downsize our home in retirement, or instead of having 3 cars, maybe we have 2, and instead of having 2, maybe 1. But you're going to have to determine how that's going to be in your own retirement situation. So the question you're going to want to ask yourself is, how does your spending pattern compare with the national averages? And then the second question you're going to want to ask yourself is, how much money are you setting aside for retirement to make sure that you can live the lifestyle that you're used to living and don't have to make all sorts of adjustments in order just to get by? So now let's talk about our spending patterns. What are we doing here? So I want to show you this chart, and I want to make sure that we understand exactly how we need to be spending our money in retirement and how they can make a huge impact on if your money is going to last or not. So we're looking at this illustration. It shows a $1 million account earning a hypothetical return of 5% per year, and this person is going to be taking out $80,000 per year, actually increasing that amount at 3% for inflation. If you can see this chart, you can see that this person is going to exhaust this account in about 15 years. So what can we do to make sure this is not you? We may have to adjust our spending and understand how long our money can last. So if we just reduce this to $40,000 a year with the same increasing factor of 3% for inflation, we can see that over that same 20-year time period, this person actually has about $950,000 still remaining to continue withdrawing money from and or leaving an estate to his beneficiaries. So I hope that this information was beneficial for you in opening your eyes up into how inflation can impact your spending habits. It is important for you to understand that. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel.
To learn more about our services and how we can help you to increase your chances of not outliving your retirement savings, make sure to click on the link in the description below and sign up for our free Maximizing Your Retirement Income Masterclass. After this video, please check out our other videos that we've created to give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.